Hello, this video describes how to connect your Motorola Devour A555 to your PC using the included USB cable for the purpose of updating your contacts and transferring photos and music. You can also transfer iTunes playlists or Windows Media Player playlists. For this demo, I'm going to use Windows XP, but it will work just as well with Windows 7, if not better. Unfortunately, the USB driver is not supported for Mac OS X. But if you have Wi-Fi in your home, you can use the included phone portal application to connect over Wi-Fi to your Macintosh. The first thing you may want to do is check if you've got any previously installed Motorola drivers. Normally, the Motorola driver will be deinstalled with the installation of the new driver, but in some cases, or if you have problems, you may want to deinstall manually. It's a two-step process. The first place, go to Programs, Motorola Driver Installer, and then select Motorola Driver Installer. This will bring up the following screen. On this screen, you'll notice there's an option on the left saying Clean Only. Just leave that selected, then hit Start over on the right, and this will remove your registration entries for the old drivers and any other entries important to allowing a clean installation that'll follow shortly. After cleaning and exiting the driver installer, the next step is to go over to Settings, Control Panels, and then to Add and Remove Programs. Look for the Motorola Driver Installer and potentially another application called MotoConnect that should be removed. Remove those as you normally would any other Windows program. At this point, you're ready to connect your Motorola Devour A555 to your PC. Simply use the USB cable included in your box with the charger, connect it to your PC, and simultaneously use the micro USB connection at the lower left of your device. You'll notice a pop-up window appears with Motorola PC tools set by default. Simply select OK or wait for the timeout of 20 seconds. Shortly after, you'll notice a screen appear on your PC. This is the driver, which begins to automatically install from your device. Simply hit Next to continue with the driver installation, agree to the terms, and the driver install will commence. It should take about a minute. As the driver installs, you'll notice bubbles appearing on the bottom right. That's normal. You'll also notice a Motorola icon that indicates another small program has been installed called MotoConnect. MotoConnect allows you to select what program will initiate every time you plug in your Devour. By default, Motorola Phone Portal included with your Motorola Devour will be the default application to launch and is included in the phone. You'll notice you could also select nothing if you wanted nothing to automatically pop up when you connect your Devour. Once you get the Moto Phone Portal screen, the only icon that you can actually activate is at the bottom right, the Next button, and that will bring you to the home screen. The home screen lists a history of your contacts and conversations you've recently had, and on the right side shows the photos, thumbnail of your photos that are on the phone. The next menu item at the top is your contacts. You can actually choose one of the contacts items and then edit it, and it will be reflected immediately right in the phone. An easy way to modify your contacts. One note here is that the contacts listed in Moto Phone Portal may not show all of the ones that are in your phone if you're also connected to multiple accounts such as Outlook Exchange or Gmail. The Photos tab shows all the photos, and with the Action button you can actually download the photos individually here, do a slideshow, or manage your photos and edit them. There's also, if you're using Internet Explorer I should say, there's a file manager option which allows you to browse your SD card. That option is not there if you're using Firefox, because Firefox doesn't support it. So we recommend that you use Internet Explorer as your default browser here for this. The last menu item, Software and Support, lists the product support page for the Devour. If you click on that, and also allows you to download, or gives you the link to download, Motorola Media Link, a separate and different application which you can download for free. If you choose to download Motorola Media Link to sync your playlists and other media, I'll warn you now, it's going to take some time to install. The first thing you'll need to know is that you need .NET 3.5, which the install process will prompt you to install. Or you can install it ahead of time if you don't already have it. Once the Motorola Media Link install process has completed, you'll need to be aware that you'll need to change your mode on your USB port. It should happen automatically, but if it doesn't, simply pull down the notification screen on your Motorola Devour, hit USB connection, and make sure that you've selected Manage Memory Card. That's the mode that's needed for Motorola Media Link to work with. Once the device is detected, you can just hit Connect, and you'll get a prompt for the name of your profile. You can call it whatever you like. So in this case, I'll just put A555. Then you can choose where you want to have your media synchronized on your PC. So right now, by default, it's set to the My Pictures, My Music, My Videos, but you can change that to anything you like so that when you hit the sync button, it will automatically synchronize all the files in that particular folder. And here's where you can select your playlist types that you'd like to use to drag over onto your device. So in this case, we've got iTunes. It detected that because I have iTunes installed on this PC here. Windows Media Player, or do not link music to my library. When you're dragging your playlists over onto your device, you notice that on the Music tab, the left side will list your PC at the top with any playlists you have on the iTunes or other media player that you're using. And on the bottom will be the A555 Devour device, and with two wells. The second well there is a music playlist that you can drag to and what's on the device now. And then the lower well down here is to allow synchronization with the media player on your PC, so that if you make changes on your playlists, for example on iTunes, it will also reflect that the next time you synchronize. The one important thing to note is when you drag playlists from your PC down to this area, you can't just drop it anywhere, because if you dropped it here, for example, all those songs that you're dragging would go into the playlist on the device that's already there, and it would seem invisible and confusing. What you need to do is drag it to the bottom of the playlist, the bottom of the well, until you see the new that playlist that you dragged on at the bottom there, and that way the new playlist will be transferred. It's the same thing with the bottom, in that you want to make sure on this scroll bar on the right, you're all the way to the bottom. There should be a small blank area, and that is where you drag your new playlist being transferred down there. A little confusing at first, but once you get the hang of it, it works well. The other real interesting feature I find on this Media Link software is over on videos. It will transcode, that means convert, any videos that you have on your PC over to a format that your Devour can actually display. So I know this has been a problem with a lot of phones in the past, but this feature is going to be, I think, quite useful for you if you use a lot of videos. So just drag it on over onto the bottom well. From the top is your PC, to the bottom is your device, and those videos will automatically transcode in the right format, so you'll see them displayed properly on your device in MP4 format.